Today, we're going to dive into a massive, billion-dollar battle that's literally reshaping the future of AI. It's an incredible story about a tech company that actually said no to a world superpower, and in doing so, they sparked a firestorm and forced all of us to ask a really tough question. Who should get to control the most powerful technology on Earth?
Okay, so to really get what's going on here, you first need to understand the absolutely insane amount of money involved. I mean, the AI industry is in a full-blown gold rush right now, and the investments are reaching just astronomical levels.
Get a load of this number, $110 billion. That's not a typo. That's the reported size of just one funding round for OpenAI, backed by giants like Amazon and NVIDIA. To put that into perspective for you, that's more than the entire GDP of some countries. It's huge. And that investment, well, it could send the company's valuation skyrocketing to $840 billion. Now, this isn't just about big, flashy numbers. This is about the immense pressure that comes with that cash. Pressure to deliver returns and to lock down a dominant spot in a super competitive market. So what you have to remember is that behind all the cool algorithms and the mind-blowing models, there's this fierce global competition for power and influence raging. And with this much money on the line, well, the ethical stakes have never, ever been higher. And that financial gold rush is exactly what led to this dramatic ethical showdown, a moment where one AI company basically drew a line in the sand, right in front of the US government. And you know what? The whole conflict came down to a single phrase. The Pentagon wanted its AI contracts to allow for all lawful purposes, a term so incredibly broad it could cover, well, just about anything. But the AI company Anthropic, they said no way, and insisted on clear, hard limits. Anthropic drew some very clear ethical lines. They flat out banned the use of their models for really controversial stuff, like mass surveillance, and this is the big one, autonomous weapons. It was a stand on principle for sure, and it was a stand that came with a price. And wow, did this decision cause a stir. The consequences were immediate, and they were completely polarizing. On one hand, you had this severe backlash from the government, and on the other, a massive wave of public support. The official response, it was swift and it was severe. The White House ordered a complete halt, which basically blacklisted Anthropic from any and all government contracts. By refusing the Pentagon's terms, Anthropic's tech was officially branded a national security supply chain risk. The message from the top was crystal clear. You either fall in line or you get cut out, period. But, and this is where the story gets really interesting, the public reaction went in the complete opposite direction. While the government was busy banning Anthropic, the people were embracing them. And that support wasn't just a few supportive tweets. I mean, look at this. In the middle of all of this controversy, Anthropic's app, Claude, shot up from being a relative unknown to the #1 spot on the Apple App Store. #1! You've got to love the irony here, though. This sudden fame created a weird paradox. Anthropic's principled stand made them so popular that their own systems couldn't handle the traffic, which led to widespread outages. They were literally being hugged to death by public support. So Anthropic's principled stand created this huge vacuum. And as you might guess, its biggest rival was more than ready to step right in and fill it. Yeah, with Anthropic out of the picture, OpenAI moved fast. They seized the opportunity, amended their own terms, and secured that very lucrative Pentagon contract that Anthropic had just walked away from. I mean, the cause and effect here couldn't be clearer, right? One company's ethical stand literally became another company's massive business opportunity. It was a really pivotal moment that highlighted the very different paths being carved out in the AI industry. So, after all that, what does this whole episode tell us about the future of AI? Well, it suggests the battlefield is shifting. The real competition isn't just about who has the fanciest tech anymore. This whole conflict really forces us to ask a fundamental question. Is the true race in AI about building the most powerful models? Or is it actually about defining better, safer boundaries for how we use them? See, the real struggle seems to be shifting away from just raw technological power and more towards governance and control. The new frontier isn't just about who can write the best code, it's about who gets to write the rulebook. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. In an age where the very definition of lawful AI use is up for grabs, maybe the most valuable asset isn't a smarter algorithm. Maybe the ultimate strategic advantage, the real defensible moat, as they say in business, is a clear, trusted set of ethical boundaries, with human oversight right at the heart of it all.